So how do you survive heat intolerance in the desert? I'm going to tell you all about it. First things first, you're going to want to get yourself a cooler chest. And you're going to want to fill that cooler chest with all the cool stuff I'm going to talk about in a minute. The biggest thing for dealing with your heat intolerance is knowing your limits. Knowing what temperature is too hot for you and how long you can reasonably stand to be outside before you start feeling symptomatic. Whatever symptomatic means for you. So it's the best thing you can do to avoid feeling heat intolerance symptoms is to just stay where it's air conditioned. Not everybody has air conditioning, I get that, but it is going to be the biggest help, is keeping your area below that threshold of where you feel symptomatic, because you want to be comfortable. The second biggest thing that you're going to want to do to combat heat intolerance is stay hydrated however you can. I do IV therapy 5 times a week, but I'm also drinking like 100 ounces of water a day. Well, maybe like 60 to 100. This is my trusty water bottle. I take this thing everywhere with me. Like, it doesn't leave my side. And I've gone through about like 3 of these, dropping them, breaking them. Because if you bring something with you everywhere, you're gonna go through a few of them. But this is my go-to water bottle. This is the water bottle I'll always replace for a lot of reasons. It's very comfortable to hold in my hand, but it's also very EDS friendly. So if you've got hypermobile fingers like I do, opening a regular bottle of water can be really hard. So I like ones that make it easy. This one has a little push button right there, and when you push that button, the lid springs open, and then you just drink from the spout. And then the lid cover is actually kind of shaped like a wedge, so you can grab that wedge and use it to open the bottle, which puts a little less strain on your hands. It also gets the water bottle a little tighter so the water doesn't leak out. It's also got this cool little hanging thing, which when I'm reeling in my chair, I'll feel like this, and it's not too uncomfortable. So this is a great water bottle. It's 20 ounces. It's by Bubba. I get it at Walmart. I wouldn't say it's a cheap water bottle, but it's not an expensive water bottle either. I bring this everywhere with me. And when I leave the house, I also bring a couple of regular water bottles so I can refill. I don't really like drinking out of these because the plastic squishes and I get it all over myself. So I'll dump one of these into my Bubba, and that's how I make sure I stay hydrated if I have to be out of the house. Otherwise, I just use the tap water. And when you're hydrating, what you want to be aware of is if you're already experiencing symptoms of heat intolerance, then you don't want to go and drink ice cold water because it will shock your system. So I try and stay away from ice in my water. I'll drink cool water, usually lukewarm water. I just drink it at room temperature because I'm constantly drinking water. I can't constantly keep it cold. But the biggest thing you want to do is stay hydrated. Stay cool and stay hydrated. If you can't stay cool, stay hydrated. And if you can't stay hydrated, what are you doing? I'm kidding. Some people can't hydrate. If you can't orally hydrate, talk to your doctor. Anyway, let's talk about gadgets. What's in the box? First thing that I use every single time I go outside in the heat, to some degree, I'll at least bring them with me whether or not I use them, is these neckties. I usually keep 2 or 3 in the cooler chest because they do like absorb your body heat and get warm. They are a like bandana material, but inside the kind of middle part is this jelly stuff, and that retains the coldness. What you do when you get them, they'll just look like regular like strips of bandana. What you do is you soak them in a bowl full of water until they get poofy like this, and then you just keep them in your fridge. If you keep them in a bag, they'll get slimy. Don't keep them in a bag. Keep them in like a dish towel. That's what I do. I keep a bunch of them ready to go at a time in my fridge. I have like a drawer full of them. Just grab a few, toss them in the cooler chest with some ice packs, and then when you need one, you just tie it around your neck and channel Freddy from Scooby-Doo because it's totally an ascot. And just rock it. You can get them pretty inexpensively. I got a 12-pack of blue ones for like $15 on Amazon. There's a lot of similar like neck-based cooling products like towels and stuff. I like these the best because they have that gel in there that retains the coolness. But these are definitely a must-have. Definitely like a holy grail product because it's right on your neck and that helps like cool you down faster. It's one of your hot spots, so it helps cool you down faster. Keeps you cool longer. I think 3 is usually, if it's gonna be a day, I usually keep 3 in the cooler chest with some ice. The next thing I have, it's pretty cool. It's called a mini Cooli. It's marketed as a personal air conditioner, but it's more of like a powerful personal fan because it doesn't have the like force. The air doesn't go far enough out of the fan for me to call it an air conditioner. It's definitely more of a personal fan. But what makes the mini Cooli unique from personal fans is it's evaporative cooling. You take the back off, and there's this little foam pad in there. And you get that wet, like soaking wet, like it's a sponge. You get it wet. And then you put it back in here with the hole over the fan, and you attempt to put the backpack on. I got it in one shot! And that works like that. It's USB powered, so you just charge it there. It comes with the cable to do that. It also comes with this little lanyard, so you can wear it around your neck if you want. And this button turns it on. It's quite loud, so I'm not going to turn it on. But this is another cool thing for like if you're out of the house for an extended period of time, then you can use it like, oh, my face is really hot. I gotta cool my face down. Oh my god, I'm sweating terribly. Just like, it's much cool. It's better than one of those spinny fans, but not as good as being in an air-conditioned room. But it will help, like, if you have to be outside. Let's see what else is in my magic box. Yes. If you do get overheated, moldable ice packs. Your head is one of the biggest sources of heat. So if you can cool down your head, you're going to cool down like the rest of you. So just like put it on top of your head if that works for you. I like to put it over my eyes. If you have one of those freezy eye masks, those are really cool. Mine broke. I'm kind of sad about it, so now I use this. But yeah, ice packs are your friend if you have heat intolerance. The last thing I'm going to show you is the coolest. I use this if I'm going to be outside for an extended period of time. You could probably make one of these, but I don't have the spoons for that. It's called a cooling Cami. And it's just like an undershirt tank top kind of thing. They come in a couple of different colors. But like I said, it's basically just a tank top with a pocket sewn in it. And that pocket is for this moldable ice pack. You put the ice pack in the pocket, like so. Sometimes that happens. You put the ice pack in the pocket. I find it's easier to do this after the Cami's on, by having somebody else put the ice pack in my back. Because if I did it myself, while I could do it myself, I'd probably hurt my shoulder because they're so hypermobile. But this is great because that ice pack goes right up against the small of your back, which is another one of the hot spots. So this is another good thing if you get overheated to put, and because you weren't wearing this, put it on. So it's another great product. And that's what's in my cooler chest. That's kind of my hacks for living in the desert. And, you know, by living in the desert, it's hot all the time, not just in the summer. I found that out the hard way. So yeah, those are my hacks for living in the desert. I will link all the products I talked about in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, hit subscribe. I'm the Flaming Zebra, and I'll catch you next time.